What's up, everybody? This is Mark with Mike, and this is another Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Mark with Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And again, like always, we have tons of wrestling to cover. But first, we'll start with our wrestling retrospect. It was your turn to pick, and you went with Kairi Sane.
Yes, sir.
Um, so one thing I spotted out, and I had to show you was the Lucha Underground one.
Yep,
And
that
that
was
match,
definitely the first one I watched.
yeah, that shit was insane. But
hmm
we're going through our top three matches for Kairi Sane, and I'll let you go first.
I only got to see three of them. I only checked out three. The first one was the Lucha Underground, so I got to see three people in one.
Yeah,
Uh, and that's what were they called? The Lotuses.
yeah, the Black Lotus.
So the Black Lotus versus Penta. No, Penta Black, right? No.
It was Penta
What
Black
was it
at the
called?
time.
It was Black. Yes, Penta Black.
Yeah.
So she was the first match actually, and it was brutal.
Mhm.
It, but again, I had never saw it before, so it was completely new to me. What year was Lucha Underground, or at
That
least that part of the season? Do you remember?
that was season three.
Okay.
So Lucha Underground.
Was that like still part of when people fondly remember the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was one of
Okay.
the better seasons when he did that. But also that was when, like, towards the ending of the season, it was starting to show its like colors. So it started in August 2015. So that definitely would have been 2017, which was probably
2017.
right before Kairi Sane went to WWE.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So
But
unfortunately, she loses the match. She loses the arm. But it was brutal. Like she brought it as much as you can bring it when it's an intergender match like that. But like they props to Penta for not even not pulling punches, but like to show how it can be done.
yeah,
Because obviously he ain't break nobody's arm for real. But if you look at the match
it
and you
looked
look
like
at
it.
how his offense is and how the girls sell, like is legitimately one of the most like is up there with any other the men's matches of today, man.
Yeah,
Like because of how the back and forth was, like even though she was outmatched
yeah,
when she do bits of offense, it just looks.
yeah. Um.
Uh,
Okay. The one I'll go with, maybe my first one, was part of the Mae Young Classic, and it was Tony Storm versus Kairi Sane. That match is insane. Probably that was like the beginning. I think it was the first tournament she won. Yeah, it was first because he was in the second tournament, and you saw the likes of, like, the first appearance of Rhea Ripley and quite a few others. This one was the match that kind of took it all. She won this match, and yeah, it was really good, really high flying, a lot of technician in that match as well. So, and it kind of showed her little crab lady side. So it would be your second one.
the second one I found, because I was trying to find if they fought. It is Io Shirai versus Kairi Sane, and this is I believe in Stardom, where they are both some champion of some type. One has a red belt and one has a white belt. So I assume one is like the main champion and the other one may be a tag champion.
It was the IC, I think.
Was I see? I
Yeah,
didn't know. Okay.
they have like a secondary belt that they both will come
Okay.
at.
Okay.
Yeah,
So basically, it was the two top champs fighting each other. The date here it doesn't have at all, but you said it was
it's
probably like 2017.
January 2017. This was like a week after Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay, cool. Uh, and it was a very good match. I'd say if out of all the stuff to watch, check this out just because they're both very relevant right now.
Yeah.
Io Sky is doing her thing now on the main. the main shows,
Yeah.
and Kyrie's doing her thing back in Stardom. So you can see them fight back before people knew in America knew who they were. There was actually some. Listen, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do this before. I don't think I'll ever see somebody do it again. But Io does a tombstone pile driver outside the ring, like off the apron.
Yeah.
She tries to kill her. I don't understand what the rules are of this federation, but like sometimes when I watch Stardom, I just wonder if I'm watching like a execution.
Yeah.
So it was pretty rough. But at the end, Kyrie pulled it out with a mean ass submission, so it was cool.
All right. My second one will be. It was for the NXT Women's Championship. It was Nikki Cross versus Candice LeRae versus Kairi Sane. This was at NXT, July 2018. 18th of July. Again, actually seeing Candice LeRae in the title match, I was trying to actually see if they fought one on one, but I think the only time they did fight one on one was in the Mae Young Classic. So this was the closest thing to a title match that I got with Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross as well. And Nikki Cross was still crazy ass Nikki. It was a lot of fun. Very good match. Very hard hitting. They did a lot of crazy shit out the ring too. So yeah, definitely check it out. And your third?
No, third one is. Now I'm not familiar with the second person or the third person I chose that she fought. It's someone named Konami, and this
Okay.
is also in Stardom.
Was that her return
Uh,
match? Or it was old?
nah, it doesn't say the actual date. The video just went up in 2017. It is not. I don't think it's an official channel. It is. It does say Women's Wrestling Japan, but it apparently seems to be focused on every girl who's been
Oh, okay.
in WWE. So it's got a bunch of Kana. It's got a bunch of Asuka. It says like both names. It says Meiko Satomura. It's got Io. It's got uh, Io. You know what I mean? Like it's got the both of them as different names and whatever.
Oh, okay.
But it's mainly the ones we know. It's not like all the girls. So I don't think it's an official channel.
Okay.
But the date this went up was 2017. It doesn't have like the date though. Still, again, for me not being familiar with the other person, the other opponent, it was actually very good. And I don't know if she still wrestles, but damn, it was a good ass match, and I would like to see it if her fight somebody like on the current roster. I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
it's really good. Once again, I believe it was a championship match, and Kyrie wins with not the elbow, but that submission.
What was the opponent name again?
Konami.
Konami.
No
Oh,
last name or anything.
Kimura. Okay. Konami. Okay. So my last one is gonna be a Stardom match as well. It was Hana Kimura versus Kairi Sane.
Mm-hmm.
This was 2 years ago. Well, it was put up 2 years ago, but yeah, these people don't put the dates on. This is again probably before NXT then, because she still had the full mask gimmick and private. It was for the Stardom Championship. Very high technician. The chick she fought kind of reminded me of Muda a little bit. Yeah, picked it out. It was good. We move to the Weekend Wrestling. Akari was great to see her. I miss her in WWE. I would like to see her come back. Even for like a Royal Rumble or something. It'd be cool to see her.
True that.
Yeah. I think in the main roster, I think she didn't get her time to shine, and they kept feeding her to Nia Jax, and I felt bad.
How many matches they had? 2?
Like 4, 5, and she got hurt in like 3 of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's sad. I'll shout out the one I forgot to mention. It was also on my list as well. Is the WrestleMania match between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Kairi Sane and Asuka. Because I actually really enjoyed their matches. They're actually really fun, and I always liked that Kairi always did that because she was slightly taller than Alexa Bliss. Probably the one of the few people that she's taller than. She always made fun of it. It always made me laugh. Good match at WrestleMania, and they won the Alexa and Nikki won the tag titles there. Anyway, we go to Weekend Wrestling. we get Monday Night Raw. Um, it's been good. Papa H been.
Is it just me? Is it incredibly low? Like I could barely hear you.
Oh, you barely hear me?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is peaking.
Wait, go ahead.
Yeah. Um.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. There we go. So Monday Night Raw, we kick off. We got Riddle and Seth Rollins just beating the shit out of each other right before this thing started. It's great.
Let's see. I know they still continuing their feud, right?
Yep. And they're gonna fight at Clash at the castle. After
This is
that,
the first time I think he didn't get his ass whooped, so that's good.
yeah, the first time he didn't get taken out.
Mm-hmm.
But he got they fought a lot. This dude just walks around barefoot backstage too. It's crazy. His feet has no fear. Yeah. Anyway, then we got Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss back up with Trish Stratus and against Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I thought the promos were good.
Well, I know the whole thing was Trish coming back and saying that if she's gonna, if Bayley keeps talking all that smack, she's going to come out of retirement and beat her up.
Yep. I'm for it. Let's do it.
And then after fangirling out, Io says, "I don't like you," which is like, you're lying. You got caught on film. You know you like Trish.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Then we go to Dakota Kai versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky defeat Alexa Bliss and Asuka to advance in the WWE Women's Tag Team Tournament. Good match.
Good match, definitely.
Very good match. I think either way could have but I had a feeling. I have a feeling they're actually gonna win the titles. So looks like they're gonna win the titles. But then again,
hopefully.
Yeah, because then you got Aaliyah. Well, you got Raquel Rodriguez and like Aaliyah, and Aaliyah just like gets thrown out the ring, and it's literally just Raquel Rodriguez fighting people.
Yeah, it seems like that's what the story they're going for now after SmackDown.
Yeah. Go with that. Kai and Sky win. Like they advance. We got Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler. That was actually a really good match.
Yes, sir. Dolph Ziggler doing the damn thing every week.
And then another person doing his shit every week. Kevin Owens versus Chad Gable.
This is true. I mean, KO just came back.
Mm-hmm.
But Chad Gable been doing it.
Yeah.
Poor Otis. Can't catch a bucket.
Nah, you can't.
I don't understand what's going on. How you jump a man and still get your ass beat? Like
that Canadian crowd.
What's happening with Otis, man? I'm not liking this. Now he's just getting beat up every week.
Yeah.
He used to be a threat.
Now he's just big.
Now he's just a joke.
He's just there.
So what we doing here?
Yeah. So
that's my boy. I'm just saying. I gotta look out for my homies.
Yeah. So Leah chose to fight Bayley. Was it good? It wasn't a good smart idea.
I mean, the whole story is it's her hometown, so of course she's gonna do it. And then don't forget, this is the first time she got her hometown match on the main roster. So
yeah,
that's the other thing. Like, yes, she's been in NXT for a long time, but she has not been on Raw.
Yeah, for
a long time. So it makes sense.
It was solid and nice seeing Bayley back.
I feel like at some point she was outmatched. She was clearly outmatched.
Yeah.
If Bayley, even though she might have had some rust on her, like she was still able to whoop that girl's ass.
Yep.
So
like the new gear too.
I just have to say, I think Aaliyah needs to change her gear up.
Yeah.
Function over fashion is all I'm saying. Function.
We got the Miz and Ciampa defeat Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles by disqualification because the Miz got kidnapped.
What is happening? What's going on? Where are we going with this? I don't know. Is he dead? Where's Maurice? Who is? Somebody's got to say something.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Where's the Miz at?
I don't know. There's milk cartons out now.
So Dexter Loomis makes his big grand debut and kidnaps a man. That's
Yep,
all I'm saying.
that's what he does.
It's dangerous.
And then AJ, like I think it was more of a crowd distraction than anything, just to have everyone look at one side and go to the other. But AJ got grabbed, but it was like it looked like just a regular fan and shit. Like it wasn't, but it looked like it was like planted. Anyway, we go back we come back to commercial break and we get a surprise: the return of Johnny Gargano to WWE.
So I think that would be a bigger ass deal.
Yeah.
Everybody's going crazy. Johnny Wrestling is back.
Yep.
What's happening? It's been a minute. People thought he wasn't coming back. He was going to be Johnny Papa for the rest of the year, maybe.
Yeah. And Johnny Gargano kicked his son in the face.
His wrestling son. Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
Who is his wrestling son? I don't.
Austin Theory.
I mean, well, we can't assume everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. So yeah, Austin Theory came out and he got kicked in the mouth. It was a good promo back and forth. It was nice seeing Johnny Gargano back and liked his promo as well. So.
I mean, Austin Theory had words to say. It was a little bit. I thought he was going to hit him in the head with the briefcase. I thought he was going to give him a hug. When they did the way, they did the hand thing, and Johnny was like, I can't give you a 5 after what you just said. I got to kick you in the face.
Sorry, fucking someone knocking on the door. Hello?
All I wonder is, when is Theory going to cash in?
I don't know.
And is he going to be successful?
And that's also, I don't know, but we'll see. Then we go to our main event, which was Edge versus Damian Priest. It was really good.
I was surprised that there was so much like going on, but besides the match, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I like that. The Judgment Day, you got Beth in the crowd.
Yeah.
I hate the Canadian Destroyer because everybody does it. Doesn't make it special.
Yeah. But it was in Canada, so it fit the time.
I like his Canada gear.
Yeah.
It was good. Obviously, he's gonna get a new figure.
Yeah.
They like, we just made you one. Come on, man.
Nah, he has a short hair one.
Mm-hmm.
They got to change the Edge face too.
Yep. So this is Judgment Day. There's problems going on.
Yeah.
Edge won, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened? Judgment Day wouldn't let it sit.
Yep. And then Beth Phoenix ran in. You don't mess with Beth Phoenix. She's big. She'll fight you. So it looks like it's gonna be all three at Clash. Or I think it's on at Monday Night Raw. To be honest, it's gonna be Rey Mysterio, Edge, and Phoenix versus
against Judgment Day. Okay. Let's see.
I think Dominic turns cost him to lose.
That'd be something to see, right?
Yep. See where it goes from there.
Try to get beat up.
Mm-hmm. Get tired of shit. All right. Move on to NXT 2.0. And where we give Monday Night Raw? Sorry.
Bro, I'm gonna have to give it a A-. It was a pretty good show. A lot of stuff happened. A special event, right? They had Edge return. That was a big ass deal.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano return. That was a big ass deal. Like, I mean, it was a big deal show. That's what it felt like to me.
Yep. I give it an A. I thought everything was pretty solid, and all the women's stuff was really good as well. So, really good matches, and KO and Gable killed it. So, we go to NXT 2.0, and we kick off with Braun Breaker and Tyler Bate agreed to championship unification. Actually, is that the results? No, it is the results. Okay, yeah. And then we go to Gallus defeats Josh Briggs and Brooke Jensen by countout because Pretty Deadly and Lash Legend all came out and messed them up.
Well, it looks like they got a big ass tag rivalry, so I assume there's gonna be a 3-way, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna unify the tag titles. That's
Well,
for
who's the other tag? I mean, the other tag champs weren't even involved.
yeah. So what they're doing? Well, we got one more week in, so they can build into it. But so the NXT UK, the NXT World is gonna get unified. The women's gonna get unified, and most likely the tag is gonna get unified. So
Oh, I'm
probably
just
like a
talking about what
four-way.
happened with this storyline. I'm talking about after Briggs and whatever. It looks like they going into a triple threat.
Yeah.
So
And then I have a feeling it's gonna be a four-way for this for unifying the tag titles. But we'll see.
I mean, that's probably right.
Yeah.
They probably gonna have to do it at some point,
Yeah.
but it might just be a regular ass tag match. I mean,
Nah, they
is
doing
the
Worlds
card
Collide.
set? No,
Not
right?
yet.
Okay.
They're doing it on Worlds Collide because again, NXT UK is pretty much done for the time
Mm-hmm.
being until they do NXT Europe, and which will come down the road. So there was a lot of releases and things like that too, but it was more the releases as in they gave them the option if you want to come work in NXT, you gotta move to Florida. If not, you're welcome to go and do what you need to do. And they give them the release so they still got paid and everything, but they were able to go and stay where they're at. So we probably get a lot of them back when the NXT Europe returns.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we get Grayson Waller interviewed Apollo Crews on his debut episode of the Grayson Waller Effect.
Did you like the show? It was pretty funny.
It was funny. He did the accent and all too.
Yeah, I mean, but damn, he said a lot more than just the accent. He was going in on Apollo Crews, dude.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it was actually pretty funny. He wouldn't let him talk. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Everything he said, he had a counter for him. Like
Yeah.
I was just telling you, Grayson Waller is showing people like you might not like him, but that dude is good.
Yeah.
Like he can talk his ass off.
We got Cameron Grimes defeat Javier Bernal. That was like a little storyline thing backstage with him too. He being a jerk, and then he got his ass kicked, and then came back, and he was like, "Oh, that guy's a jerk." I guess.
Yeah, I guess he was some new guy
Yeah.
talking smack. Got beat. But I guess the bigger part was the storyline because Gacy and his crew were watching.
Yeah. We got Blair Davenport defeat Indy Hartwell. And then after the win, after Davenport won, Indy Hartwell sat around the ring, and her husband came back. That was cute.
The return to NXT.
Yeah, the Dexter Loomis.
Index is still real.
And then he gets arrested.
And I was saying the whole time, like, if he don't get arrested, this don't make
Yeah.
sense. What
Yeah.
world does he live in? And he got arrested, so.
We still don't know where Miz is at either.
Nope.
So there's some things I gotta really look at and look into. But yeah,
Where's Maurice? She should be going crazy.
She should. She should. Maybe Monday. I see that Monday.
I mean, she waited a whole week and her husband ain't there. Damn.
Yeah. Or she's probably didn't even
What
pay
happened to Ms.
attention.
and Mrs. this week? Was there an episode?
No. I think they're finished.
Oh, they finished?
Yeah.
That's all right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. We got Mandy Rose, Miko Samatoro, and Blair Davenport argue over the supremacy for the titles, and which is leading into it's going to be a three-way for the NXT UK and NXT titles.
I mean, I guess so. It don't make sense to me. I don't remember the number one contender having so much pull.
I guess.
Like, she shouldn't be in the match.
Yeah.
I just thought that was odd. She shouldn't be in the match.
Yeah.
It should not be a triple threat.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
But I'm happy to see Miko in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yes,
the
sir.
main roster next.
Maybe.
Yes, we got the Dexter Loomis return. We got the Dyad versus Legado de Fantasma.
Yeah, it makes sense. They were creeping around, so they had to fight somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't know what are they doing now? Like
So
I
they were
know they,
with.
I know that they. I'm talking about the Diet, not the
Oh,
other
okay.
guys. I
I
know
know.
what happens
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them. But like, so what are they doing? Like, are they the number one
I
contenders?
have no clue.
No, no, not even.
Who else?
What is the rankings in
There's
in
no
NXT when
rankings.
it comes to? I'm just trying to say who's like top team that's not tag team, right? That's not champs right now. Who's
Um,
number like actual? Okay, if they were to do the pay per view, what is it next week? Who rightfully should be fighting? That's what I want to know.
I
Is it
don't know.
pretty deadly? Because they lost.
They pretty deadly loss, but these guys won. The Italian dudes. They've been talking mad shit to the Dynamite as well.
They no, but they lost the last match thanks to Santos.
Yeah,
So they even them.
to
I
the
guess
Diet, I guess.
it can't be Gallus. It can't be Gallus. You can't just show up and then just claim. So
Damn right you can.
I guess it would be the Dyad, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. All right. All right.
See.
Is this the last pay per view with Legato? Like you
Yeah.
think they have anything? Do you think they're gonna have a match? Or
No,
are they just going?
I think they on their way to the main roster.
All right. Okay.
We got Tyler Bate defeats Von Vanilla.
I think this is probably Von Vanilla's best match. I mean, we said it last time he had a good match with somebody that was better than him, but
Yeah.
like this guy made him look like a real good big man. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. And the little big man beats his ass. I like Tyler Bate a lot, so I'm actually happy to see him in NXT again. And then
Hmm.
our main event was Wendy Chow versus Tiffany Stanton in a lights out match. I really enjoyed this match.
It was brutal.
Yeah,
It wasn't just a regular ass match.
them Legos look like it hurt.
They were doing things that it was basically say this is a hardcore match, except we're gonna use things that you don't really expect to hurt, but yeah, they hurt in real life.
Mhm.
And once you pull out the Legos, that's it.
Yeah. Look, I was like, I saw her take the bump on. I was like, oh, that hurt me. I was like,
Hmm.
ow, that looked like it hurt.
Hmm.
Wendy Chu wins, and it was a really good match. A really good like between the both of them. They did great in this match.
I mean, I think they did the best with the lights out part.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate that
Yeah.
probably more than anything because I already know those two girls can wrestle really good,
Yeah.
and they obviously have chemistry because they keep fighting each other.
Yeah.
But it makes sense for them to fight each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the presentation part of the match is what I liked
Yeah. It was
with the
good.
black light and the. I just like everything matched the high. So the thing I have to say is that the stuff they were using, I guess maybe they knew it would pop in the light
Yeah.
because the pink chair
Yeah.
it popped in the light. The Legos popped in the light. Like all the stuff, like the pillowcase, everything they use,
Yeah.
it like it. So like I have to give them props for that.
Yeah, and it was really good. Like I really enjoyed it. Vinici wins, and then the last but not least, we got a contract signing for between all the champions, from the women's champion to the men's championships for a Worlds Collide, and that'll be the end of NXT 2.0. What do you give it?
I have to give it a B plus.
B plus.
Yes, sir. Pretty good.
I think I'll go A minus. I think there was enough like storylines going around. I think we have a good Worlds Collide coming up, so I was very entertained. And again, Wendy Chu and Tiffany Stan like really kicked ass in that match. I was really happy with that match. We go to AEW Dynamite. Um, kick off with Jericho and Garcia meet face to face.
So he was mad about him grabbing him, right?
Yeah. Um, that was okay. It is what it is. I was not crazy
I
about
mean,
the promos, and I don't think Garcia's there yet with promos either.
yeah, I guess not. But like, it makes sense for Danielson to come out and be
Yeah.
mad. So, and make fun of him basically. That your guy is in love with me.
Yeah.
So let's say I wonder where it will go because there was no resolution. They
Yeah.
didn't beat Chris Jericho did not beat up his own man.
No, no. So you're going to have Bryan versus Jericho at All Out.
Hmm.
They'll
So
fight
we'll see.
for the custody rights of the
He
universe.
needs to be up in the shark cage. Put him in the shark
There
cage.
you go. You got the shark cage. Use it.
Bring it back.
You could get some toys. Add that shit into the game too.
Yes, sir.
Congrats on the game. AEW Fight Forever got very high praise at GameCon.
Good for it. Good for it. Still got some time.
Yeah,
What, like a month and change? Well, no, it's October, right?
it's in October. Yeah,
So yeah, literally, it's the 28th.
yeah.
A month and change. Yeah.
It looks good. It looks solid. It looks like
It looks
but-
fast. That's what I
yeah,
like. It looks snappy.
yeah.
It looks snappy and arcadey. It does not look technical. I most likely will play this game because it does not look complicated.
It has like I 100% see the No Mercy vibes in it. It's just a little faster.
Hmm. It reminds me almost of Superstars, just not as flashy.
Oh, okay. But yeah, let's see if it go when it comes out. But yeah, I got a gaming show. Dax Hardwood versus Jay Lethal. I think this is my favorite match on Dynamite.
Yes, sir. This was a really good match. I don't know. This might be my favorite match of the week. I'm trying to think of like the match. Maybe Sammy and Drew.
Sammy and Drew was good too, and then I also like the KO and Gable.
I think this one might be it for me. This one might be it. Yeah. Dax is on something else.
Yeah.
But Jay Lethal, people be sleeping on Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Very good match, very competitive, and then yeah, and then we also got the picks of they said the tag team is gonna join them at All Out. So it's the Motor City Machine Guns and Jay Lethal. They'll be fighting FTR and Warlow.
That I hope that's really good because I want to see. Have they ever fought Motor
No.
City Machine Guns and FTR?
No,
Why?
because they
Why?
haven't
That's
been
one of the
in the
ones.
same
Like
company.
that's. But I'm just saying that's one of the ones when you go,
Yeah.
okay, you guys are like laying claim to fame for the best tag team ever, right? And you got to fight everybody.
Yeah.
How do you not fight Motor City Machine Guns?
Yeah, they
I'm
didn't.
just-
They haven't fought yet. And then also like I think AEW and Impact's partnership wasn't as good as it could have been.
Oh, it wasn't going on back then. The
Yeah.
Forbidden Door wasn't open when they were saying that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I again, but that'll probably be a treat at All Out. To be honest, I will say this straight out. All Out, I'm not really crazy for.
mhm.
Sadly, because I feel like the hype of it, they do too much at you with the hype before the show that made me not really care for the pay per view.
I think they didn't build it up. They built it up too close to the end of the show,
Yeah.
and I think that a lot of the stuff that would have been better served having longer, bigger stuff from the beginning.
Yeah,
Stuff that's maybe would have been hyped up to be a match, maybe almost a week after the last pay-per-view, and slowly build up to the next one. Because like, there's some other stuff that almost feels last minute,
yeah,
and there's some other stuff that just doesn't feel as big as it could be.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I got it.
Like, I think the real only, oh my God, somebody needs to die match is Ricky and Hobbs
Yeah,
and Jungle Boy and Christian. Somebody needs to die. But I'm not really enthused about that match as in like it's gonna be oh my God. But
Yeah.
like Hobbs and Ricky, it could be something special. But like somebody's gotta die, man.
yeah. Someone's gonna go. Someone has to go. There's no space for the both of you.
But other than that, like what else has got that build like that?
Not
Like,
really,
The
like-
other thing was the CM Punk Moxley,
Yeah.
but it resolved already.
Well, I think I think he's getting his rematch at All Out in Chicago. So
Doesn't-
he was like, "You're fighting CM Punk in Chicago now."
Doesn't make sense. What's up with his foot?
What? He gets an extra superpower. He gets an extra super on his belt.
He ignores his foot in Chicago? Is what
Yeah.
you're trying to tell me?
That's what he does. That's what he does. You know,
Don't
people.
do that.
Yeah, when we
Don't
get
do
to that
that.
match, we'll talk about it. But
Don't do that.
we got Billy Gunn versus Colt Gunn.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at the match because it had a purpose, so it was alright. I thought it was more funny than anything though.
yeah. We got breaking news about Thunder Rosa. She cannot defend her title, so now they're gonna have an interim women's title championship. Why did you just strip her?
I is maybe they have a standard they have to do. Have they? Okay, let me ask you: are they being consistent? Because have they stripped anybody else,
Um,
or have they only done interim?
they only did interim.
All right, so if they consistent, they consistent. I can't be mad.
Yeah,
I can't be mad if you consistent.
yeah.
Cause I
So
realized they did TNT. They did interim TNT. So all right,
yeah.
fine, fine.
So they'll do Thunder Rosa. They'll do Thunder Rosa. Well, so it'll be Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, and who's the other person?
Was it Nyla or is it somebody or is it Cheetah?
Sheeta. Sheeta. There you go.
Cheetah. Okay.
I have issues with that because I show you the
Yeah,
rankings and I'm like,
yeah.
why? How they get the match? If you're going to
Yeah,
go by
how she
your ranking says something else.
it should be Nyla, right?
It should be Nyla and
So
Anna
Cheetah.
Jay because they're the 4 and 5 spot, and then Athena is already in the title picture.
Yeah. You got him. You got him. Can't
So
say no. You got
just saying,
him.
just saying.
Gotta be consistent.
We got the undisputed AEW World Championship match: CM Punk versus Jon Moxley. It was pretty much slaughter.
It was 100% story. It
Yeah,
was literally 100% story.
yeah. And then people was like, "Oh." So this is something that made me laugh. And people, again, if you watch enough wrestling and shit like that, you can kind of see what CM Punk was doing. If you feel like you know everything and you don't, and then it's just when people just bitch about everything. People thought that the leg that he hit Moxley with was the leg that he hurt. Like, no, he hit the pivot foot. The pivot foot has all your weight on it. So basically, say for instance, you bend your ankle when you kick somebody, you're gonna
Okay.
feel it on that ankle more than you're gonna feel it with the foot that kicked the person. And that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what he did. He sold that
Makes sense.
ankle.
Makes sense.
So people that saying, "Oh, he sold the wrong leg," no, he did not. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that, but I was just I was just surprised. Like, okay, you can't have a story match every once in a while. Jesus,
My only
that was
issue
my.
My only issue with this is just the fact that, one, I didn't care. I didn't like the pinfall. I thought
Yeah,
Moxie
I
should have
mean, but
went
then again,
fucking straight to
then
that
again,
ankle. I thought he should have ripped
then
his fucking
again,
ankle apart.
you say that, but let's be real and let's be consistent. It is Moxley, and Moxley is a he is Moxley, and he will do Moxley things regardless of what he should do,
Yeah,
and he's going to death rider you until you are dead.
yeah, that's true. I
Or he will do the bulldog choke into the neck thing until you are dead.
yeah,
That's Moxley. Is regardless, we know he can do the other stuff,
yeah,
but I can't be mad at Moxley for doing Moxley things.
yeah. I would have just had him go directly at his ankle then,
Yeah, but I mean, he's not
just because
Danielson.
they're the back.
He's not Danielson. He's not the smart guy. He's
Yeah,
not
that
Claudio.
is true. That's true.
He's the caveman.
Yeah,
He's the Captain Caveman of the team. It's just like you want to say, "Oh my God, you're stupid," but can you beat him? No,
yeah,
because he's got Captain Caveman strength.
yeah. But it is what it is. New champ, new undisputed champion, John
Hmm.
Moxley.
Yes, sir.
We had Ricky Starks cut a fired up promo against Hobbs.
I love it.
Yeah,
That man was in his feelings that night. I'm mad at his fluorescent yellow shirt, but everything else was on point. He looked like he was hurt. So, like I said, he gonna have to kill a man
yep,
or damn near be killed in this match. So if this match is not one of those matches that makes people uncomfortable, I'm gonna be upset. That's
yeah,
all I'm saying.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying. You sold me on a story where it looks like these two guys are gonna be like, if I see you in the parking lot, it's on.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
So one of y'all should not be walking out this match.
exactly.
Like
They gotta
you
they gotta
leave in
be
the
in the
stretcher.
stretcher. Yeah, gotta be.
And then also Christian Cage accepts Jungle Boy's challenge at All Out as well.
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
You told me two stories where these people want to kill each other. Literally, Jungle Boy tried to kill him.
Yep.
So If there's no, I thought here's the thing, Mark. I thought Christian was gonna say, because I know you're so mad, I'm gonna be the smarter man and make it a wrestling match. That's what I thought he was gonna do. Like, that's the smart thing to do. If you just want a humble Jumble Boy, then just make it a wrestling match where he can't win by DQ or something. Don't fight him in a street fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make
Yeah.
it so that the veteran has the advantage, because I could beat you in a wrestling match.
Yeah. Sure.
But we'll see what happens, because it's not. What kind of match is it gonna be?
They
Is it a
did
street
not
fight?
announce it.
Okay. Okay.
We got the trios title tournament. You got Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay in the Aussie Open.
That was great.
That was
That was
really good.
awesome. I'm just gonna say that was a good showcase for those titles. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Put the match at the end of the show. Only have one of them, one, not two in the show, like they had. Like, God, they had so
Yeah.
many past few months. Put
Yeah.
one of them in the show. Put it as the main event. Bam, there you go. That was an
Yeah.
awesome match.
You know what's funny that I found funny as well is the fact that they had the AEW Championship match before this, right? And it was like, yes, it has a 60-minute time limit, but the show will keep going on even if it goes over the minutes. It never goes over the minutes. So basically, once I saw the squash between Punk and Moxley, I was like, yeah, the rest of the time is gonna go to the trio match.
I can see that,
Yeah.
but I wasn't really thinking about that. But I didn't even hear it. Half the stuff it went over my head.
Yeah, but it was really good. Really good athletic match, and I always love seeing Pac wrestle, so I'm always happy to see him. Osprey and Phoenix has some great spots as well.
Hmm. They were having fun.
Yeah, and then in the end of the night, Omega and the Young Bucks pop out after the win that Osprey and Aussie Open did.
And those are their next opponents.
Yep,
Okay, so I guess he was taunting them. So we'll see what happens.
and
We'll
then
see.
you also have Pac and Pac get jumped by what's his name? The kid, the dude with the Saban.
Who that?
He had the box on his head.
Oh, Kip Sabian.
Kip Saban, yeah, he got jumped by Kip
At the
Saban.
end of the match. Oh, that's true. Finally, he got to do something.
Yeah. So AEW, where you give it?
I give it a solid B plus.
Yeah.
It could have, again, because it had the championship match there. It could have pushed to an A or something like that. But it was like, because it was purely story. It was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Uh,
Next week, right? How
Yeah.
many shows are in between now and the pay per view? There's two. There's still two,
yeah,
right?
still two. Everyone
Yeah,
has two.
we'll see.
Except
We'll
for
see.
NXT. NXT has one.
Does Moxley have a concrete opponent?
It looks like it's gonna be CM Punk, Moxley.
Gonna be CM Punk?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We go to Friday night. I did not get to watch Impact because the Impact app been really shitty on
Impact's been
everything.
all right, man. It's been all right.
I know it makes me mad because I pay for the
It's been
app
okay.
and it works like shit.
Not a bad show. The women's tag was actually very good. I
Yeah.
recommend watching that women's tag.
No, cool. Anything else stood out?
Um, some of the promos stuck out, but it's just me. I love the Jessica and what's her name, Rosemary stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That just makes me laugh. Like, it's me. Um, there was one with the champ and the Honor No More guy with the dreads,
Yeah.
which I don't know. You can't just be visiting me backstage after you jump me. I'm sorry. There's some stuff that I gotta call Impact out on some stuff too. Honor No More has been jumping the champ. They have been jumping a lot of people from Impact.
Yeah.
That's their job. They bring up guys. He had a calm ass conversation with Josh Alexander in the locker room, and I'm like, I can't stand next to you. You tried to jump me, sir. So again, there's a little things here or there I gotta call him out for. But other than that, it was not a bad show.
Yeah.
Even though, and I have to give because I know people. Sometimes we gotta say, we call the good brothers out for being a little stale. Carl Anderson, he can go. He had a good match with Canellis.
Yeah.
He had a good match.
Cool.
I'm not mad.
So we go to SmackDown. We kick off with Ricochet defeats Happy Corbin.
I mean, it was. So the story they told us was that this was a long time coming because Corbin keep talking that smack,
Yep.
and on SmackDown he got smacked up.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
And Pat McAfee drawing around his head too was hilarious.
Well, you saw he tried to come over there.
Yeah.
He was starting trash,
Yep.
so
Yep.
you know what it is.
You got Karrion Cross left a message for Drew McIntyre.
I feel like they're setting up for Drew's first big feud after he wins the title. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You got the fight. So the Toxic Attraction got hurt last week, so they're out.
Gigi got hurt.
Gigi got
God
hurt.
damn it!
Yeah. Their favorite.
Who hurt Gigi? Was it Natalia?
was
I'm mad.
Natalia. I'm just blaming her. I don't know who did it. But so you got a last chance 4-way. You got Natalia, Sonya Deville, defeat Dana Brooke, Tamina, Shanti, and Xia Lee, and Nikki Ash and Dewdrop. Nikki Ash I think got hurt in that match too. So
No,
it was a good match, but yeah, Nikki Ash got hurt.
no, you can't take them all from me. Come on,
Yeah.
God damn it!
So Sonya Deville wins, and Natalia. So they go and face Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah later in the night. Then we got Sheamus and Gunther meet eye to eye. I'm actually really excited for this match. And then
This
you
was
got
hilarious.
Butch and Butch back and this dude Holland.
These guys, they were just going off, yo. That was crazy. They was standing still for like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and those two knuckleheads on the side was like, "We can't take it."
Oh, fuck.
And then it was just beating up on what's his name, and then he was fighting back. I'm
Yeah.
mad. Rich got thrown out the ring, and Bush was the only one left.
Yeah. Butch is fighting
Oh my god.
Butch is fighting him next week on SmackDown. And
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time till Pete Dunne comes back.
I think
So
so SmackDown is pre-recorded. So next week's SmackDown is going to be pre-recorded. They already did both shows for next week. And at least he had the gear. That's all I'll say.
All right.
So we're getting there. We got the final. We got Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah defeat Natalia and Sonya Deville. So now they're booked their place into the finals. And pretty much this match was mainly Raquel Rodriguez just beating the shit out of everybody. And Aaliyah just flying out the ring.
Yeah, pretty much. She was not helpful.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And then we got a little face-off between Dakota Kai and Io Sky at the end of the match. It was a good match, though.
Yes, sir. Very good,
We,
actually.
we got the New Day tricks the Viking Raiders with old NWO little thing.
Call him the Kevin Nash leg.
Yeah.
I know he saw it. I know he saw it. I know he saw it. Literally that happened this weekend, like this week, where
Yeah.
people were talking about Kevin Nash because of his. Shout outs to Kevin Nash and his weed company, his
Yeah.
weed brand. He's got his own strain now. It's called Jackknife, which I thought was hilarious.
Nice.
Anyway, that's when they announced that people were talking about best Kevin Nash moments, and the leg came up. So I know Woods saw the leg, and once I saw him in the ring with the blanket, you don't gotta be in the damn ring with no blanket.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. I was like, how cold? It's not that cold.
that. And how messed up is his leg? Come
Yeah.
on, you can see the boot at the bottom. You mean to tell me the whole leg is tore up? No.
Yeah.
So I knew it was coming. I was just waiting, and he had the shirt on.
Yeah.
He had the shirt on.
And
Come on, dude.
they beat the crap out of them with the kendo sticks.
Kendo Kingston almost dropped his kendo stick.
Yeah.
But he caught it. He
They
caught
caught it. And they whooped their ass.
it. I would just have to give props to Ivar,
Yeah.
his luscious locks. His hair was on point. I'm
Yeah.
just-
Yeah. And then our main event was Drew McIntyre defeats Sami Zayn. Roman delivers a message after the match, and
Man, Sami Zayn was doing it real big this week. That's all I gotta say. He was on fire in this match. He was on fire backstage.
yes,
He cracked the bloodline.
yeah,
Who else can say they made them laugh like that? Come on. Sammy can.
Yeah.
Sammy can.
Sammy,
Just
that's how you dance.
that's how you did. That's how you did. Freaking Jay in the background.
It was funny.
What's
Sa-
wrong with Jay Uso? You gotta stop being like that.
Sammy's been fucking great. Like he's been
Yeah.
delivering. He's been delivering, and I think the more space they give him to work with, I think you get a
hmm
lot of fun stuff.
Honorary. He's gone from honorary Oos. Is he an official Oos, even though he lost? I don't
Well,
know.
he put himself on the t-shirt.
You right. I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
and
I didn't
he
notice
posed
that,
with
but you're
them,
right.
and they let him pose with them.
Yeah, this is well, you. The thing is, he made himself useful even in the beatdown because he did hit Drew with a haluva kick at the end.
Yeah,
So
and then when Roman's serious too, that's when he fucking does the guillotine fucking choke.
that's true. That's
That's when he
true.
wants to kill you. That means like, yeah, your ass is gonna die at the pay per view.
So we got a big prediction to make.
Yeah,
Is this it?
you know, well, when we get to we do the whole card, but for a little preview of it right now, I if it's anybody, I think Drew McIntyre is the person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you look at the whole roster and things like that, unless Big E or Cody Rhodes decides when they return, Drew McIntyre is the biggest person to do it,
Yeah, that's true.
and it's gonna
That's
be in
true.
his hometown. Well, not really hometown, but Europe is gonna be in
Yeah, I
England
mean,
and shit
his
like that.
con-
So
continent
close enough.
somewhere over there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So that crowd's gonna go crazy if he does. So I think we're gonna see Drew win the titles.
Is this like the second time that's happened too? Because remember when he debuted at NXT, he just showed up. Didn't he win like the championship the same night?
No, he
No,
the next
no,
takeover
the next, yeah, okay,
he
yeah.
beat Cole.
Because they kicked him in the head,
Yeah,
and that was their debut.
yeah,
I'll never forget that. I was there.
yeah, yeah,
He kicked that man in the head,
yeah.
or kneed him in the head.
No, he didn't beat. Who he beat? I
Was that
think no,
Andrade?
he beat Rude.
No, no. Jim McIntyre, he beat Andrade.
Andrade, yeah, he
And
beat
then like he
Andrade.
had to give
Yeah,
it
he
up
beat
because
Andrade.
he hurt his arm the
Yeah,
same night.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. It's been a while. So yeah, SmackDown. What do you give it?
I'll give it an A. It was very good. I want to give it an A plus for all the Sammy shenanigans. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go A+. Like I'm gonna give it all the credit for Sammy. So I gotta give that extra point for that. He's been
Mm-hmm.
killing it on SmackDown. Anytime that his character's gonna be in something, he's gonna deliver. So, and they're building a really good story because you don't know where he's gonna go. Like you think he's gonna go baby, but then he does some shady shit too. So who knows? It's gonna be good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, we got AEW Rampage.
Not Rampage Jackson.
Not Rampage Jackson. We got the Dark Order versus House of Black, and Dark Order wins.
I
Because
told you.
Miro.
What I tell you? What I tell you?
Yeah, you did say
I
that.
said
I did say Miro will interfere. So.
that's true. That yeah. I mean, you said it. He said it, but you're right.
Yeah, we said it. We
No,
100% we
no,
said
he
it.
said it. He said it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He called his shot.
He called it shot.
He said, "I'm gonna stop you." So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he did.
Well, Dark Order wins, so they take advantage of that
They
and they
have to
move
win a
on.
tournament. They have to win.
I want to see them win. I really do.
They have to win.
So let's see. Let's cross our fingers for the Dark Order and actually do something with them. We got Warlord and Ryan Nemeth.
Right. Unfortunately, Dolph Ziggler's little brother got abused
Yep.
by Wardlow. Well, he was talking too much trash.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And he was
Talk.
hometown boy, so he showed off a little bit too.
He can't talk all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know the thing I'm mad about his presentation that they won't do. He's another victim of the internet, and he does shows. He does little clips for BTE.
Yeah.
And they don't ever show any of that stuff on the main show.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's like really funny, but like he's got a different sort of style of humor
Yeah.
because he's an actual actor, and so he has like little things where he's on the red carpet and people are just ignoring him and stuff.
Yeah.
Like so, and you know he's there because he's supposed to be there, but he films it in a way where it looks like they just like not paying attention.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of stuff that they can add to that guy's presentation that they haven't. So shame on you. Anyway,
Yeah. We go to the next. You had Powerhouse Hobbs also having a squash match.
why?
He murdered
Too
local.
many in one show. Come on, man. Come on.
He murdered the local.
Local man dies to Powerhouse House. But the story continues because QT and the factory they take out Ricky.
Yeah.
Suppose.
They
And
they
then you'll like this the most that QT they took his watch off and fussed Ricky and
yeah.
QT got his hands dirty. All
There you
right.
go.
All
Hope
right.
he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit soon.
He's probably gonna get run over by a train.
Yep. So we got Sammy Guevara and Tay Mello versus Ortiz and Ruby Soho.
Why can't Ruby win a match? That's my only problem.
Yeah.
Since she's been there, I don't think she's won a match. Maybe she's won like her debut match. That's about it.
Yeah, she's laying to waste as well. Like honestly, like she's doing the same exact shit that she was doing in WWE. Just saying.
Yeah, it's not like it got better. She hasn't been like in the title picture since that one time she fought Britt. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
And she's not even in the rankings either. Because I was gonna ask where's Ruby Soho, but she's not even in the
But
rankings.
also like she hasn't even been there because I think
Yeah.
she's doing more independent stuff. So she's not even been wrestling in their rankings until
Yeah.
recently. Like I think she just got back.
Yeah.
So
Match was a
again,
little sloppy. I didn't really care for it to be honest.
it was all right. It wasn't great. I mean, obviously, we were there for the story of those two knuckleheads,
Yeah.
Tay and whatchamacallit, Sammy. So basically, but it just feels bad. Like they never get a
Yeah.
they don't ever get their comeuppance,
Yeah.
and Ruby never wins a match. So I'm sad.
And then Anna Jay also interfered that match as well. And then our main event was Claudio versus Dustin Rhodes.
It was a very good match. I think it was great. I mean, it wasn't perfect,
Yeah.
no, but I thought it was good, and I thought like I was telling you, it showed that Claudio is just a step above where Dustin is. Like, he's an old man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't really hang with him. Like there was a lot of stuff, not just the little mistake at the end. It was like
That just looked
when he
painful.
got knocked out of the ring, he was just down, and it
Yeah.
was like he couldn't get back up, and like they played the injury. Like he does well because it almost is almost every match. I don't
Yeah.
want to say that, but it almost is. It's just like Dustin is just beat up. You know what I mean?
Like every match is almost his last match.
That's
That's how he
a little bit,
sells
a
it.
little bit,
Every match is his last match, maybe, maybe.
a little bit. So
It had some good spots. And then Claudio was just swinging a 6'8" dude around. It's just hilarious.
that's true when you realize he's like taller than
Six
him.
six six
Yeah,
six seven. Yeah.
yeah.
And then it was a solid match. I had some hiccups here and there. Had some little I ain't gonna say botch, but it had some mistakes here and there. The code red when I saw that made me laugh. Just thought
The
of you.
Hurricane Rana. I thought the Rana was good.
The Rana was
Dustin
good.
pulled off a jumping Rana. I was like, all right, that's something that, you know what? You don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's not something everybody has to do that.
Yeah.
Variation.
Yeah.
And then he immediately does
Your favorite move?
the code red right after.
Yeah.
And I just, my eyes rolled into my skull. Like,
It looks
I hate that move.
Yeah.
He's not Canadian.
Yeah. It ended with the European uppercut when he flings him up and hits him with the uppercut. That was kind of a hard hit when he headbutt him right in the balls. Like he
Caught him
could
with the
not
short.
sell that like that. He directly in the balls. He was like,
Caught him
oh,
with the short.
that
It's
shit
like,
looked
why you do
painful.
that?
But it was a
You
solid
get.
match.
Mm-hmm.
What do you give Rampage?
Rampage, I have to give it a. I'm trying to think of the first stuff. C plus.
It's going to C. Yeah, I gotta give it
I
a C.
can't. I can't. It just wasn't there.
I
The
might go
last
C
match can't
minus.
carry the show. It just can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go C minus. Like, there's not enough. Like, even for an hour show, it felt long for no reason.
I can see that if the interest is not there. Yeah.
Again, you kind of saw where the Dark Order match was going. I would say I'll give credit some of the matches did look good and stuff like that. We kind of saw where we're going. Claudia and Dustin, I wish was a bit more cleaner, but other than that, those like the best things. Everything else in between wasn't that great.
It's just that the Tay stuff was a major part of the show supposedly,
Yeah,
and then the too many like managed to fit it in two
yeah,
squash matches.
yeah,
It's just like, why didn't you just give the last match a little more time?
yeah.
Why don't you give the first match a little more time without the interference until the very, very end? You know what I mean? Like, there's the ways you could do it without having two squash matches. Two? They just wanted people to get paid.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
not mad, but damn.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We go to our predictions real fast with Clash of Clash.
I mean, well, don't we have to do everything? Because everything is on the same weekend?
Yeah, but let's see what cards are up because not everyone has
Oh,
their card
yeah.
up.
You true that. True that. True that.
If anything, we probably just record early for Babble.
I
Maybe
mean,
Saturday.
it doesn't really matter.
That's
Because
true.
we record at 11. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
that's
give our
true.
predictions. The
Yeah,
live stream will be up.
yeah, we could do the live stream anyway. Let's see. If All Out has a card. Checking if it has a card. And I'll tell you right now what it does. It does have one, two. Actually, it has nine. I think it has. I think the card is full.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
But you don't know who's gonna win Dark Order Best Friends versus and then the
Oh,
Elite
yes. Okay. Okay. You
Empire.
still have to wait for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you could say who you want to win anyway. So
Well,
we
you
could do
know
that.
how I want to win. Dark Order has to win.
Okay. So we'll go with Clash at the Castle first because that's on Saturday. The
Mm-hmm.
other one's on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we only have five matches on this card, but I feel like we're gonna get two more. We're not gonna get a tag team championship match because I don't think the Usos could to travel to London.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're gonna get maybe one or two matches more.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this will be our short predictions of whatever's on here now. So Gunther versus Sheamus.
I want Sheamus to win.
Me
That's
too.
my prediction. I want Sheamus to win.
Wisconsin as champion. I'm for Sheamus to win, but I have a feeling Gunther keeps the title.
Mm-hmm.
Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay. How many matches have they actually had?
They haven't actually really fought anything. They fought once on Raw, and then the rest of it just been attacks.
And it's been Steph stomping his brain,
Yeah.
right?
They actually
Something
did
tells
this
me Steph's
pretty.
gonna win the match.
They did
Something
this
tells
pretty
me Steph's
good.
winning.
Yeah, they did this pretty good. Like they did not touch hands that much at all. They just
True.
beat the shit out of each other, like outside the ring.
Well, Seth just beat Riddle
Yeah.
up
Yeah, I think Riddle's
and
winning this.
left him comatose.
Yeah, I think you got to give Riddle this.
You think so?
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
so.
know. I think we could beat him up for the whole year. What are you talking about?
I think Riddle's taking this match.
All right. I'm picking Seth. I'm just saying.
Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka versus
No,
Bayley.
there's no
Kai,
way.
and
There
Sky.
ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way. I'm picking the meme. Boy, ain't no way.
Yeah,
They are not beating Bailey, Io, and Dakota. No.
yeah, I
No.
agree with that.
No.
Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad if Shayna won. I just don't see it. I feel like they want Liv to be champ for a while, so I think she's gonna be champ. But this is one time like I don't dismiss the possibility that Shayna's just gonna take that. That's my prediction. Shayna's gonna take that.
I have Liv Morgan winning, and because of Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
I think Ronda
damn,
Rousey is going
that's
to
messed
interfere, and it's going to cost Shayna the match, and it's going to be
That's
Shayna
messed
Ronda
up.
Rousey coming up the next pay per view.
I mean, okay. Wait a second, Mark. That sounds better than my idea.
That's what I think.
But how much better would it be if Shayna had the championship and rubbed it in Rousey's face instead of that?
I have a feeling that that's the reason why Ronda will interfere, so she doesn't get the title.
Oh, damn. You saying she jealous? You
Yeah,
saying she jealous of her friends?
maybe.
Of her fellow four horsewoman?
And then the next pay per view is Extreme Rules, so you put Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in an Extreme Rules match.
Oh, jeez. All right, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you have Liv Morgan keep the title, and
Bring
then
back the Octagon match. What was the
oh
name of it?
the
What they
one
got?
in NXT,
No, the one from back in
oh
the day
Tiger,
with Owen Hart.
the Lions Den.
Bring back the Lions Den.
As
Hell yeah.
long as it's not Brawl for All, we good.
No. Lions Den was cool.
Yeah.
Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart, that was actually all right.
And then our main event will be Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed Universal Championship.
Like I said, if it's a time to do it, it's gonna be if it's no more dreams, that has to be the end. Drew still loses. That's the ultimate troll. So all I'm saying, I don't know what he did to make somebody mad. Triple H, he must have did something. He stepped on his pinky toe one day in the hallway. But all I'm saying is, there's a lot of factors going into this that can make this like the best night for Drew, and I think it's gonna happen. Just saying.
Yeah. I thought
I
they were
think
gonna
it's
have
gonna happen.
shenanigans to make to separate the titles. Again, we still have 1 week left of Raw and SmackDown to see if they actually change anything to it. But if it's not, if I don't see no one else but Drew right now, and I think he could be the one to take the titles from Roman.
I would just put it this way: look at how good of a job they did in the weeks after SummerSlam, leading up to the Clash of the Castle. Just look at it. They basically made it something to be interested in.
No,
I
100%.
gave no craps about it when they first announced it.
Yeah.
And then the more and more and more and more the weeks went by, that they kept Drew important.
Hmm.
They kept the fact that it's a European show important. They kept a lot of things important about it.
Nice video packages and all that shit. Yeah.
hmm That's what I'm saying. This to me is on the same level as that Australian show.
Yeah.
Like they kept it that important. That Australian show didn't have any reason to be as important,
Yeah.
but they made it that important. And I think if they do it with this one, you could have like this could be a European sweep. That's why I say Sheamus and whatchamacallit might just sweep it. And
Yeah.
Drew.
Um.
And how cool would that be? Sheamus and Drew both champs the same
And
night.
we
Okay,
get a Eddie and Benoit moment at the end.
I'm just saying.
They both come
But
out.
instead of that, it's just Sheamus looking to kick his head in anyway.
Sheamus comes and bro kicks him. I
That's
want
what I'm
your title
saying.
too, motherfucker.
He's just happy. He's like, congratulations, boy.
And then Butch beats the shit out of both of them and
Ex-
takes both belts and runs.
Okay. But you're not saying anything bad. What's happening, right? What's
And
going
Rich
on?
Hollins is just like, what?
What about me?
I'm for that. Yeah, I like the idea, but I think I have a feeling this is the time. I think Drew is ready. And I think WWE kind of owns him a title run with people because he did great in 2020. So
hmm
I think this is his time. This is his moment. I think the crowd. I think you ain't leaving the stadium. Roman's not leaving the stadium if he loses. I'm just
And I
saying.
can just imagine whatever chance they're gonna have ready.
Yeah. And I will say this straight out, Sammy, you better not be the root of his loss, cause he's gonna fuck you up.
True.
And then Usos, he gonna blame you too. So y'all all better be running.
He's
Y'all
just
better
gonna
not even
claim
show
more
up to
tickets.
SmackDown. Y'all better start like, I got COVID, I can't go in, because your ass is gonna get handed to you. Roman's gonna beat someone's ass if he loses the title. I
True that.
100% guarantee that someone's gonna get their ass handed to them if Roman loses the title.
I need to see it. I need to see it.
Someone's getting their ass beat. So if Drew wins and Sammy causes it, Sammy, you dead man.
hmm
Don't even show your face. Get a
Sammy
new
retires from wrestling.
dye your hair blonde, shave your head whole face.
Put a mask on. Wait a second.
Find your old mask. Do something, but don't show up to SmackDown because you will die.
Roman Reigns is gonna beat him up like those bullies used to beat up Kid and Play. I know that's an old reference, but you might remember that.
Roman is gonna hang your head over his chair
Oh, like a lion.
like a
Yep.
deer head.
Oh, mm-hmm.
So yeah, That's all I want to say. But Clash looks like it's gonna be good. So that's one of our predictions. Let's go all out real fast, and we knocked that out too. Um, I just had it. Where is it? Hold on. So we got Jade Cargill versus Athena.
I mean, now's the time, right? It's all out.
Yeah.
Let Athena win.
I'll take Athena because I just don't want her. I don't care. I want her to be better, but I just keep giving
So
me the
she
same
could get
shit.
better without the championship.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? She can get better.
I have a feeling Jade is winning though.
I think she could. I think she could lose at all out. Because I think it's all out. That's the reason.
I think she. I think I have a feeling they're not gonna drop it to Athena.
All right, all right.
I don't trust AEW in that
They
sense.
broke her wings. She has skin in the game now.
I'm
Come
just
on.
saying because we also had hope in Ruby Soho, and that was not happening either.
Yeah, yeah.
I
All
feel the
right, all
same.
right.
The same. Ricky Stark versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
I think Ricky's gonna win. I say that as I know that Hobbs might kill him in the ring,
Yeah.
but I think Ricky's gonna win.
Yeah, I think Ricky wins, but then Powerhouse just like destroys him after the match.
Mhm. Mhm.
Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage.
I think Christian's gonna win. I think Christian's gonna win. I have a sneaking suspicion that Christian has something up his sleeve and he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Swerve.
He's gonna call Scott Steiner. Oh.
Swerve in Our Glory. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus The Acclaim for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
No, unless Billy Gunn gets involved, the claim's not winning this match.
Yeah, I have a feeling the Ass Boys is going to interfere it.
In a good way or a bad way,
Bad
though.
way.
They're gonna
They're
cause
gonna
them to
cost
win.
the Acclaim the titles. They're not gonna let
Okay,
the Acclaim win.
gotcha. Okay, okay.
Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho. Bryan Danielson. I'm sorry.
No, I think I don't see. I don't know the story they're gonna tell. If if Jericho wins, it'll probably be from Garcia interference.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Jericho
That's 100%
loses. It
what
would
I
be
think.
for Garcia's interference.
I mean, yeah, right, right. That's
Um,
it.
there's a Casino Battle Royal, but they have not mentioned any of the competitors, and I think
Okay,
that's what we're
okay,
gonna get this week.
okay.
So there's that. Tony Storm versus Britt Baker versus Jamie Hayter versus Sheeta for the AEW Intern Women's Championship.
I mean, now's the time to have Tony Storm win.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah, I think
go
Storm is
ahead.
winning. And then
Don't waste her.
yeah, you got Warlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
I think no, no. The pinnacle is going to win this match.
And then we have the trios final AEW World Trios Championship match. Um, I say it will be the Elite versus Dark Order,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
Dark Order wins.
That's what I'm going for.
I think the Elite wins. You say Dark Order,
I
but I
I
have a
say
feeling
Dark
that's gonna
Order.
be the finals though.
I say Dark Order all the way.
Yeah. And then most likely there's gonna be a World Championship match. I think it's gonna be Moxley versus CM Punk in Chicago. So that'll probably happen as well. So I'll say Moxley. I have a feeling they're gonna give the belt back to Punk.
Is he not gonna be hurt? Is the magic of Chicago hot dogs gonna save him? I
Yep.
don't know. I don't know. Chicago pizza, hot dogs. What else they got out there? All the food
Yeah.
save CM Punk. No, I think I have to wait. I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna be the
We'll
challenger.
see. We'll see this week, but we leave that open. But anyway. Podcast we listen to. Shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They were talking about the live event they did, and they had a lot of good stuff coming up on that
John
cast.
Cena's dad, son. You saw that?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's daddy. I did listen to Renee Parquette. She had some fuck. Oh, I just listened to it. I know After the Bell had Io Shirai and Io Sky and Dakota Kai.
That was a
Ryan
good show.
Saints had
That
Saint.
too. The one for the week was Big E, and like the latest one was Finn Balor.
Um, Yeah, he had Biggie. I didn't hear the Finn Balor one.
Yeah, that was the I think it went up either Friday or Saturday. Like you can see it on the channel.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gonna be the next one.
Okay, cool. So I didn't hear that one, but I heard the Biggie one. I liked it.
That was a good one. Yes.
Yeah, I love Biggie. We miss Biggie. Oh, Billy Gunn. It was on the sessions.
Oh, okay.
That
Cool.
was
Cool.
actually a good conversation too. Definitely check that one out. And then after the bell, had Yo Sky and Dakota Kai, and I actually liked that conversation too. It was actually a really good conversation.
hmm
Was there? Oh, and shout outs to Menu with Opinion. He told me to take a listen to Kurt Angle's podcast, the one about Vince McMahon, and it was actually
Okay.
really good and really funny. Cast. He kind of told the story of how he first met Vince and them wrestling on a plane and shit like that. It actually he goes into a lot of the backstage stories with him and Vince McMahon.
So what happened with the plane thing? Did he win or he lose?
Kurt Angle won.
No, but I'm saying like, but okay, so he won. Then what? He said now
No.
you gotta wear a tiny hat.
Yeah. But I feel like yeah, he saw him as like a second dad. And once the drugs started happening, he kind of just like straight away. But it was a really good conversation, really good podcast, and it was actually you would get a really good laugh out of it too. It was really good. It was a couple weeks back, but it was the Kurt Angle episode that says Vince McMahon. I think it came out during around Vince McMahon's birthday or something like that.
Okay, gotcha,
So check that
gotcha.
out. And last but not least, it is our wrestling retrospect when we pick someone and we go to their wrestle history. And we pick three matches. So, seeing that he returned, I'm gonna go with my boy Johnny Gargano.
Okay, okay.
So we did have some matches maybe with him. I think we had the intergender with him and his wife. So I'm probably gonna go more indie scene stuff. But yes, let's
hmm
go Johnny Gargano.
I can't pick the match of him and Andrade. I think that was one of my favorite wrestling matches that he ever had.
You know what though? You can. You want to know why? Because it's underrated.
Is it? Is it?
It's not in his top 10 though, and it's sad because I love that match.
I love that match too.
But then
That
you got to
match was
think of the
amazing.
Cole and him, 2 out of 3 falls. Him and Champa, the many times they fought. Him and
hmm
Velveteen Dream had a really good one too.
I saw Dream came back
Yes.
overseas because they can't come back. Dream can't come back in America.
Yeah.
Fans won't let it happen. But promotions overseas, they will let him wrestle. So
I would like to see him return to WWE.
I, here's my thing on that whole thing is that it's unfortunately in America it's the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we want
Yeah.
or what the law says because the law says he can wrestle
Mhm.
and the court of public opinion is he's a bad person.
Yeah. But there's
That's just what it
but
is.
y'all cheer a bunch of bad people and they still
I'm just
you know,
no,
criminals.
I'm not. Look, I'm not taking sides.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what it is. Like this is the world we live in of,
Yeah.
and he is overseas for a reason. So
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I wouldn't pass. I still wouldn't pass him returning in a way.
I
One
mean,
day.
it's probably gonna take time, and it's
Yeah.
probably gonna take. Nah, he probably can't just come back to the big show. He probably can't. He probably has to do other stuff before.
Yeah, I think like give him some time in the indies, get back into the run, and maybe a year or two could look at him.
And maybe not for nothing, maybe some little more clarification on what's going on with
Yeah,
some stuff that's legal or
yeah,
not. Because if you clear things up for people, because again, a lot of that stuff is he said, she said,
yeah.
or he said,
He
and
was
there's
never.
no
Yeah,
clarification at the end of the day. That's the only problem I ever have with any of these things that happen is that okay, we heard the stories. So where do we go from here? Do we just stay mad at him, or do we go? Where's the end of the story? What does the law say? What's
hmm.
going on?
The
What's
law
happening?
said he was innocent.
So that's what I'm trying to understand. But here's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
understand, Bert. If you say that, people will say you're an enabler. You understand what I'm trying to
yeah,
tell you? That's the way people have. That's
yeah.
the
That's
way
true.
it is now. It's not like it's not. It's not like I'm making this up. me even telling you this is like, well, it sounds like you trying to say you want this guy who did some bad things to come back. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we live in the world where if you get into some shenanigans and people don't have 100% the clear answer and there's no, okay, you went to court and you won, people are still
Yeah.
gonna call you what they want to call you.
Yeah. Sadly, like there's a kind of like in like a
Look at
a
Nash
school.
Carter. He didn't go to jail.
Yeah.
That man lost mad stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And people called him a lot of things, but what's the truth? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Like, so when you have these people who did these things, regardless of whether or not they went to court and they got it settled, the cloud always hangs over them. So that's what makes it harder
Yeah.
when there's not a case. That's what I'm trying to say. When there's not a definitive no, they did not, there's always that room for the doubt.
Yeah.
I,
It's
that's just what it is.
and
It's
it's
just what
also
it is.
depending. Like if it's alcoholism and shit like that, y'all enable the shit out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
people. But when
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, no, no,
just
no.
saying. But
I know.
yeah.
I understand. I
Again,
understand.
I personally like I've looked at the whole shit with Dream and so that he was innocent and thing. So like he was proven innocent and things like that. They didn't have enough proof or anything that on him whatsoever. So with that said, I'm like I wouldn't mind seeing him back. That's
Yeah,
just me. That's my
I
opinion.
understand. I understand.
And yeah,
I understand.
because I saw star in him. Like I saw like the potential that he had, and he's still really fucking young. He's still I think he just turned
Yeah, true.
25.
That's true. That's
So
true.
like he was young as well. So people have to
Yeah,
grow
that's
up
true.
as
That's
well.
true.
So
Yeah, that's the other thing is that you have to realize we live in a time where people are judging people who aren't even fully adults for,
yeah,
or they're judging people when they did things when they weren't full adults. Because listen, you can say all you want about 21 being legal, but you and I both know that people don't grow up until like
yeah.
way later. Like
I
grow up way later.
and
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm glad that he's still in WWE. But Austin Theory had the same issue,
Mm-hmm.
and
Gotcha.
he's Money in the
Gotcha.
Bank right now.
Gotcha. Understood.
So
Understood.
yeah,
Yeah, I understand.
yeah. But I personally that's my. All right.
Hmm.
We're gonna wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Thank you for listening. We are on live on Sunday on YouTube every Sunday morning 11 o'clock, and then we have our Spotify where you can easily get all our podcasts. We have the Wrestling Babble, the Guest Better as Our podcast, the Morphin Cast, the Game of Rage. We have the Not a Trekkie, and we have Shell Shock. We have a new Game of Rage and Morphin Cast that released the last 2 weeks, so definitely check those out when you get a chance. One is on Sensei, one is on just us talking shit. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the mic, and follow Red Cyclo Inc.
Yes, sir. Follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclonic. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep, yep. And always, and I mean always, remember, follow the Jinkies.
These hungry.